Hi friends, many of us might be wondering what this talk on soul is all about. It may even prove to be too much for a normal person. We all are aware that soul resides in a body. What intrigues me is why a soul needs a body. I would be talking here about my own spiritual experiences with regard to soul, and hence I request you to watch the video till the end so that you understand properly. To understand the soul and its characteristics, like its senses and abilities, we need to have a thorough understanding of the spiritual side of our body. Let us now try to get a glimpse of the spiritual structure of human body, including its spiritual aspects. Though only our physical body or Sthula Sarira is visible to our naked eye, we have two other bodies that are invisible: the astral body or Linga Sarira and causal body or Karana Sarira. The astral body or Linga Sarira is connected to the head, and the causal body or Karana Sarira is connected to the heart. When we die, our physical body is destroyed, either cremated or buried according to one's own traditions. However, the astral and causal bodies remain attached to our soul and goes along with it. Apart from these three bodies, we also have 5 kosas or layers, otherwise called as Panchakosas. According to ancient Indian wisdom, the Panchakosas are Annamaya Kosa, Pranamaya Kosa, Manomaya Kosa, Vijnanamaya Kosa and Anandamaya Kosa. Chitta and Satkosas are also said to be there, making it a total of 7 kosas instead of 5. The soul is covered by these kosas. These kosas are located one inside the other like a collapsible telescope, with the kosa of the physical body being the outermost and the kosa of bliss, Satkosa, being the innermost. The physical body is blessed with everything and can work independently. Yes, this is true. But at the time of birth, something has to kickstart this magnificent system called human body. This is where the job of the soul begins. The soul provides the body with the required energy that is available in its causal body, and the human body springs to life. The mind, intellect, memory and ego of the body to be born are decided by the amount of residual energy in the causal body. The human body has to face its destiny, and it is provided with free will either to respond or react to a situation. How a person handles a situation decides whether he is spending or gaining energy. Here we need to understand that the soul is pure and do not have any cause or effect on it. It is the body that does everything. The soul never ever tries to interfere with the activities of the body. Because of this, atheists do not believe in spirituality. Simple observation tells us that all feelings are gender based and a soul does not have any gender. All thoughts and actions stem from feelings, right? So we can conclude that all thoughts and actions are the direct result of brain's activity. If that is so, the big question is, why do we need a soul, and what role does it play in our lives? As our ancient ancestors put it, the soul is the driving force of our bodies. Soul is transparent and do not have any kind of body. It is just awareness. Most people confuse cosmic energy for soul. Both of them are totally different. We may not actually feel it, but the cosmic energy flows into the body through astral body, encompassing the soul. Hence, it is evident that without soul, the body cannot function. The soul, along with its astral and causal bodies and the Panchakosas, are inseparable and moves as a single unit. Unless the physical body is connected to this unit, it cannot function. I had been into astral travel, though not intentionally, on a few occasions while in spiritual practice. Those few occasions shed a lot of light on what life is all about. On one such occasion, I got connected to a sage on the astral plane. When I got connected, I just knew that he is a sage and do not have any inclination of about who he is. His name was revealed to me only after approximately 25 years. The experiences of astral travel revealed me that a soul has only two senses. It can only see and hear. The other senses are absent, and because of this, it cannot experience anything. The goal of every soul is to attain salvation. This can be achieved only through spiritual experience in mortal life. Further, the soul does not have a brain, and so it cannot remember anything that it experiences on its own, like seeing or hearing. This is the reason why we do not remember anything about our past lives. This is why the soul needs a body to retain the experience of spirituality and the power of universe. While the astral body stores the energy of the soul, the causal body keeps track of your karma and has memory of the actions committed in the present life as well as the past lives in the form of vibrations. Both the bodies work in tandem with each other. The only way of accessing the astral and causal bodies is through meditation. Once your brain enters the theta state, with little effort you can connect to your astral and causal bodies and receive information about your past lives. This is what happens in past life regression therapies. To move up the spiritual ladder, we have to increase our energy levels. We can do this by involving ourselves in good deeds and through spiritual practices like meditation, yoga, pranayama, etc. As we increase the residual energy in our causal body, we would be moving up the spiritual ladder. The ultimate goal of human life is to move away from the Annamaya Kosa and remain in the Vijnanamaya Kosa most of the time, and progressively move into Anandamaya Kosa, which is a state of blissful being, Chitta Kosa, spiritual wisdom, and Sat Kosa, the final stage of merging with the infinite. Development of all the 7 kosas or layers is necessary for a person's complete spiritual evolution and ultimate union with the divine. When a person is involved in good or bad deeds or has positive or negative thoughts to help or harm others, creates positive or negative vibrations, and these vibrations are stored in the causal body, and accordingly the results of the deed would be derived. If the negative vibrations are more, the positive vibrations are neutralized and only the balanced negative vibrations remain in the causal body. It is a balance sheet of our thoughts and deeds. The intensity with which a karma or deed is executed determines the amount of vibrations that gather in the causal body. In other words, we call this good or bad karma. A bad karma or negative vibrations could be negated to some extent if the person realizing his bad deeds turns ascetic. Because we live in ignorance, we think we have a soul, but when we realize we are the soul having a human experience, the divine takes control of our lives. I am Venkat Badeti. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Please leave your comments in the comment section below.